This is the takeoff, starring your lady boss, AshleyJ in this bitch. It's some shit about to take off. This is the takeoff, starring your lady boss, AshleyJ in this bitch. It's some shit about
I'm at some club they said on the south side. I think it's called 283.
Oh yeah. I seen that. I was actually telling my homies 283. I said, man, you know we gotta pull up there. That's the name of their group.
They got a big 283 on the south side.
Yeah. I saw a flyer and I tagged him and I said, you know we gotta pull up on that motherfucker. That's what's up, man. I'm actually gonna be doing on tomorrow. What's today? Thursday? No, Saturday. I'm doing the Atlanta's Got Talent, the kids edition. With DJ Pressure, that's at Liquid Knowledge, I believe, so I'm going to be judging that, which I'm excited. I love doing stuff with the kids, but I love seeing the kids do positive stuff.
Speaking of kids, I got a high school tomorrow with Street 905, 1079, little back here at Shorty Mac. I'm waiting to hear what school. They just told me it started at 2, so I got that tomorrow morning. Noonish.
Dope. Oh, they're working, grinding, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Look, we have a special guest. Let me get all the way in the mic so y'all can hear me. We have a special guest in the building, the one and only, the beautiful and sexy AshleyJ is in the building. What's up, love?
Yo, what's happening? How y'all out there doing? It's your girl AshleyJ, straight from KY Louisville. We gonna turn up in here, 502 come up. We got your girl Tampa Misty. We got your boy DJ such and such. We gonna turn our way up on Highly Unique Radio. Y'all tune in, stay locked. We got it hidden right here.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something. She's like a ball of energy and she's got so much personality. I love that.
She sounds like she on here with us already.
I already heard a show before, but it was in Kentucky, so you know.
Yeah, she got that radio voice. You got the personality for it. That's one thing about being on radio is you gotta have the personality for it. So, how long you been in Atlanta?
I've been in Atlanta for about 4 years. Advancing my career, just trying to, you know, I was living in Louisville, Kentucky, graduated from University of Kentucky in Lexington.
Nice.
And I had my radio show there, the Goddess of Hip Hop show, and I graduated from the University of Kentucky with a mass media communications degree. From there, I became a motivational college coach, so I was actually advancing students to pursue their dreams, get into college and find the best college for them, somebody that didn't have somebody to push them to do that.
That's so dope.
Because I didn't have nobody to help me do that. I did it on my own, and so not saying that I was in my own lane to where I didn't have people giving me the direction, but when it comes to somebody motivating you, constantly staying on top of what you're doing, that sparks a lot of truth in your life. So, you know, I gave students that opportunity to look up to me so that they wouldn't give up.
Absolutely. You have to have people that believe in you. And I ask a lot of artists that come through here, I'm like, what is it that keeps you motivated? And a lot of them will say it's just the fact that they have people that believe in them, that want to see them win, that want to see them succeed. So it's like, sometimes no matter what it is, music or whatever your career path is, you got to have some people that motivate you and believe in you.
That's it. Because if you don't, I mean, the only thing you can do left is just look to God. But you got to have Him with you anyway, anytime, no matter what. I mean, I don't even know how to speak that, you know, because He lives in me. So when God lives in me, I speak through God.
Absolutely.
God speaks through me. You know what I'm saying? So I try to be that reflection to show everybody in this industry that I'm up next.
Girl,
I'm up next.
Beat that. That's what I'm talking about. So, you moved here about 4 years ago to pursue your music career.
Yes.
What is it like in Louisville for, and I know a couple artists up there.
Yes.
What's it like for artists, especially a woman, a female, to come up in the music business in that city? Is it tough?
It's tough all the way around. No matter if it's rap, whatever you do, it's actually a hard place to come out of. You know, you don't. It's not a place like Atlanta where I have strived to come to and haven't went back. Because I know a lot of people that have moved from Louisville to Atlanta and then went back because they can't handle the pressure. But see, I'm battling through the pressure coming from Louisville. That's what you learn. You got to battle through the pressure. Because a lot of people don't want to see you win. But I'm going to win regardless because it's inside of me. So at the end of the day, like I said, yes, it is hard coming from a small city with big dreams, but you got to push through the pressure. You got to work through that. Whatever people's doing, hating on you, not coming to your shows. There's been plenty of times I just pulled up on the shows by myself and went in there and rocked the crowd.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can't, we were talking about that a little bit earlier. It's like regardless of what goes on around you, you can't see that. You got to have your hater blockers on.
That's it.
yes, it's going to motivate you, but at the same time, you can't feed into it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You think about like what you focus on is what develops. If you focus on all the negativity, it's going to develop more around you.
That's it.
You just got to stay focused and stay positive. I love your attitude.
It's passionate, baby.
My girl, everything's in the building. That's what's up. So do you still get back and forth from Atlanta to Louisville? I'm
actually going Friday, tomorrow night after my show. I got a show tomorrow at Gallery 992. It's an all-female showcase Apollo. And soon as I get done rocking the mic, I'm going home to see my family again. I just got back last week.
Yeah, but you can never see your family enough.
That's it.
You just never know.
You just never know.
You gotta stay in tune and touch. It's tough.
And while I'm on this downtime, because I haven't really had a lot of time, but me and you, we was just rapping about what we was talking about.
Absolutely.
And like I said, you know, when you on that downtime, you got to do everything in your power just to keep going. And if it's family that I see often that's gonna keep me alive and keep me moving, I'll be on the road. It ain't nothing to me.
So what was it that made you decide that this was what you wanted to do, music?
I've been doing it since I was 6, so it's not something that I tried to do like a lot of that, like today's time, you know, my part of rap, let me get on the track. Nah, it ain't never been nothing like that. Right. I grew up on 90s music, you know, Biggie, Tupac, you know, Cash Rules, everything around with Cream. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know, it's something that lives in me. So I've been doing it since I was 6, and it's always been a dream. So I haven't let up off of it. It's just something that I'm striving to still be. And if it continues to take me years and years and years from now, I bet you look at this interview today and see me down the line, I'll still be doing it.
Absolutely. I always love to have such highlight any female guests, especially ones that are just bosses, and you are a boss.
I appreciate
You know what I'm saying? Like coming from a man that's in the business. He's a DJ, tour DJ, club DJ, radio DJ, mixtape DJ, multiple hustles. Yeah. You know, talk to her coming from a male DJ perspective, her a female artist, especially, she's still fairly new to the Atlanta market. She's been here 4 years, which is still fairly new.
Right.
You know, what piece of advice could you give her?
Because you've been in the game, I'm pretty sure you know a lot of the same things I would tell you, but I'm going to encourage you to do things differently that you ain't been doing and things you don't want to do.
Okay.
To get some better or different results.
Step outside the box.
That's some great advice, because nobody's ever really told me that. And coming from you, like you said, being in this industry for so long, you know the things that's gonna tweak an artist. You know the things that's gonna help mold them to become a better person.
Right.
So coming from somebody in Atlanta, you know, that has that mindset, that knows what they're talking about, I applaud you. I salute you.
The biggest thing in Atlanta, because, you know, artists come and go, and the fans, they be on one artist today and then another one 2 weeks later.
Exactly.
The biggest thing is to be different.
Right.
So, you know, take that in mind, and, you know, as a female, you know, the grind is tough. Because you're a female. I don't, you know, yeah, it's hard for y'all to get in the game. I don't know why, because y'all run the world.
Yes, we do.
Right?
The fuck you mean?
Right? The fuck you mean?
I think it's tough though, because it's like
it's like some bittersweet type shit.
It is very bittersweet, because on one hand it's like we all want to be accepted.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? We all want people to love us and fuck with us, but on the other hand, it's like you still want to, you know, stand out rather than trying to fit in.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a real tough kind of situation where you got to figure out what works for you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause it's a little bit different for everyone.
It is, and like you say, being in this male-dominant industry, you got to come 10 times harder, because you get overlooked by how many males it is versus how many women it is.
Absolutely.
And it's always been that way. But being the way that I am, and as passionate as I am about what I do, I don't care if it's 3 to 3 million guys. I'm still gonna go up against you.
Absolutely.
Because I'm bad like that. I got it. I know that I do. It's in me. That's it.
Let me ask you this, like, fairly recently we got a really dope female artist who's coming up quickly in the business. Shout out to Cardi B.
Cardi B.
Went #1.
Yeah.
Do you feel like someone like her who's got a powerful voice, she's very outspoken, and I love it. I stalk her Instagram, you know what I'm saying? I just love, because she's real.
Yeah, she is.
Do you feel like someone like her will help open some doors for other female artists?
I would hope so. I would hope so, because she's so down to earth. It seems like she would create that platform for artists, indie artists, female artists.
Exactly.
You know
like she's not gonna be like, I don't want to see other women get on.
Right. It's not gonna be no American Idol Who's Got Talent. It's gonna be, I feel like she's gonna come out with a platform that's gonna uplift people and make them feel comfortable with what they're doing and what dreams they strive to get to.
Cardi B, if you listening in, baby, we love you.
We love you.
We love you. Open them doors for them other ladies, you feel me?
Right.
That's what's up. So for people who may not be familiar with Ashley J, number one, is that your government name?
It is.
Okay.
The J part, the last part, you know, that's just the abbreviation.
Right. You don't want to put the whole thing out.
I'm authentic. I'm classic. You see that right there. I'm authentic. I'm
that's so dope. My girl, Ashley J. So for people who may not have heard your music yet, haven't been fortunate enough to listen to it, how would you describe it?
I would describe it as inspiring and empowerment to females, to, you know, motivation, of course. You know, I look at it like it explains the struggle in the game. It's not like what you hear on the radio these days. It's about real life situations that most likely you'll probably be able to relate to. You know, it's not always about turn up music on every artist. It's about whatever you live in, you can lay it on the track and help somebody else experience and go through the same thing and push through. So that's what type of music that I create. I don't do a whole lot of club music, but like such and such said, do different stuff. Do stuff that you haven't been normally doing. You know, this is a turn up type of city, so you know I have to pave that way to influence myself to do that. So that's something that's on the come up too.
So for people again who may not be familiar with you, which they're gonna get familiar, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you check out the GRYND report. What do you want people to know about you?
I want people to know about me because I feel like I have power. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like an everyday artist. You know, I come with a package. You know what I'm saying? And when I say that, I come with knowledge, character. You know, I face adversity. So at the end of the day, if you can do those types of things, you want somebody else to know your story. You want to be able to go on Steve Harvey, Ellen, you know, what is that other show they got with Tia Tamara's sister on there? The real. You want to be on all of those talk shows so people can get to know you and learn your personality and be like, man, she's brilliant. I want to be like her.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
for you to create that path and inspire other young ladies coming up in the music business or business period, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to be yourself.
Right.
It is okay to be yourself. And I don't knock people who want to alter who they are, and you know what we're talking about.
Right.
That's fine. But it's good to also let these young ladies know it's okay to be yourself.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And if they don't like you being yourself, then, you know, that's not for them to judge. You know, they got to keep moving. You got to keep moving. You don't let nobody stop your path because they want you to be something that you don't want to be.
Absolutely.
I done been in this game so long. I done had so many different managers want me to dress this way, want me to act this way. I want to be me. So that's why I manage myself.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. Hey, I couldn't agree more. I'm the same way. Like, one thing, I'm not going to get out there and try to, I'm not going to fit in. We're going to try to stand out. Big difference.
Yeah.
Big difference. So, you got a record out right now called Money on My Mind.
Definitely.
Talk to us about it.
Money on My Mind is just, it focuses on, like I said, the hunger of actually being in this game. You know, it does come with a price on your head because you got to think about the promotion that you got to put into it, the exclusive, or leasing, however you do your beats, your studio time. Money's on my mind right now, and I don't do what I do to get money. I do it for my fans because they want to see me do what I'm doing. You know, like I said, it comes from people getting a little sideways about friendships and stuff and trying to figure out what you're doing in your life. The money's on my mind. It's about a grind. I got to get this money because ain't nobody going to pay my bills.
Word.
Ain't nobody going to make sure I got food in my mouth.
Right.
And ain't nobody going to make sure I'm sleeping good. Only God's going to do that. So, you know, at the end of the day, I just look at it like the song is something that is just about a grind. It's about a grind, staying on the grind. I do it morning, noon, day, and night, and it's on the track.
So what would be your exact definition of grind? With a Y.
With the Y.
Grind with a Y. What is your why? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is your why to make you grind? What's your definition of that?
My why is, the reason why I grind is because I know that at the end of the day, I'm going to be the reason why somebody else didn't give up. I also want to say that grind is also a definition to me as being loyalty to your dream and your passion, and not giving up on that dream and that passion. So if you can grind and get it, staying consistent, having that energy and that drive to continue to do what you're doing, that's a grind.
Absolutely. And you said a major key word, consistent. You have to be consistent. You can't take a week off here and a week off there, you know. Whatever it is that we go through, even if it's something that might seem negative, add that, make that fuel to your fire.
You know what I'm saying?
Push it harder.
Make your upbringing, you know what I'm saying? Make that the fuel to your fire.
And figure out a way to get shit done.
That's it.
Figure it out.
Figure it out. If it takes you, if you stay up, I done literally been in college. I done had a radio show. I done had a part-time job. I managed to do all of those things at one time. Not only that, and I was motivational speaking along in college. I was doing all that with probably like 2-3 hours worth of sleep every other night.
You figured it out.
I figured it out.
That's my girl.
That's it.
Ashley J is in the building. That's what's up. So the record has only been out a short time.
September 29th.
Yeah.
So it's been making a few
Libra season.
That's it. This is grind season, baby. Y'all see that? The grind report.
Put on their necks.
That's it. I let your neck about my money. Huh?
Who produced the record?
Impressive Beats. I work with him often. He's actually gonna be on a few tracks that on the mixtape that I got coming out in December. So y'all be on the lookout for that too.
Oh yeah, let's talk about the project a little bit.
The project then.
Let's talk about it.
Hey.
Tell us, you got a name for it yet?
I haven't got a name for it yet because I always get asked that. Well, what is the name of the project? Well, at the end of the day, I like to wait to get the tracks done, and then when you get a listening session, you listen to it, you see what it's about, and then you get the moral of the whole mixtape or the whole album CD, and then you name it. That's the way I do my business, and a lot of times it always works out that way because you never know what's going to end up on it. You might make 50 tracks and only pick 15 out of it. But what is those 15 about?
Absolutely.
What are those 15 about? Don't give it a name before you even know what it's going to be about, because you're going to go through different obstacles. You're going to keep facing adversity.
Absolutely.
So that's why I ain't named it yet, but it's going to be coming out in December.
I think the name is one of the most important parts because that is what's going to catch people's attention out the gate.
That's why you got to sit back and think about it. You got to think about the long term of it.
Right.
Just like the last mixtape that I put out, The Takeoff. That was pretty much just showing me that through those tracks, I'm taking off. This is a part of the process. I trust the process. I ain't made it yet, but I'm about to take off, and that's just what I felt on this mixtape coming from where I've already been, So, you know, once y'all check it out in December and y'all see what the title is, y'all gonna want to listen to it.
Listen, let me say something real quick. Like I've known Ashley J for a while now, and she's absolutely one of the easiest artists for me to work with, and I mean that in a great way because some of these artists are difficult. Some of y'all artists are difficult with a big capital D, right? You've got your business together. You know what you want. You know, you're easy to work with, and I just wanted to definitely, you know, commend you on that because it makes a big difference.
Right. And I appreciate you mentioning that because a lot of times, just like I told the last people I was talking to on the radio show, that I shouted you out because it's a lot of times if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be in a lot of the blogs that I'm in. I wouldn't be on a lot of the platforms that I'm in, but because of you and the drive and the tweets and the, you know, non-stop grind that you put in, that gives me as an artist some time to create more music while Tampa Miss is doing that for me. You know what I'm saying? Not only is she doing that for me, but I'm doing it, I'm retweeting, I'm doing it for myself as well. So while she's on the grind, I'm on the grind too, plus I'm doing something else. So it's people like Tampa Mystic. If y'all listening right now, y'all definitely need to get connected with Tampa Mystic because she has those platforms, she has that service, the promotions, all that you need. She even worked with your budget. So if you're really serious about this game, you really want something in this game and you want to be seen and you want somebody to actually know what you're doing in this industry, then you got to dig deep. And when I say dig deep, I mean dig deep into Tampa Mystic.
My girl. Look. My girl. Look. My girl. gave me chills.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you.
But I love that though, because you know, one thing I really learned about just life, not music per se, is that relationships will get you in places that money can't.
That's it.
And like you said, working with someone's budget, like I was telling my homie some UpdatedTv earlier today, like someone may not come, they may come to me, they don't have the biggest budget.
Right.
But I can see potential in them and I'm gonna work with them.
Exactly.
You know,
Because it's already something that you do.
Absolutely.
But of course you're not looking for people that want handouts. No, they got to at least meet you halfway.
Free is too expensive.
You know what? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Just like when I received the GRYND report in the mail, that comes with a price. You know what I'm saying? That takes time from Tampa Missy. That takes time from her team. That takes a lot of time to put that effort into that to come across the way that she's marketing people. So like I said, artists, if you out there listening, not only artists, whatever you do, hit up Tampa Missy. She got it going on.
And all my DJs that are listening, holla at Ashley J. She got it going on. It's becoming a woman power hour.
That's it.
Hey, Such, how you doing?
Hey.
So we're gonna check out this record. How did you link up with Impressive Beats?
I actually caught him on Instagram.
Okay.
And you know, he was. I kept seeing his stuff, like he started following me, and then you know when you start following people, they start to show up in your feed.
Right.
But he was grinding so tough, and I kept seeing a lot of his stuff. Sometimes I wouldn't listen to it because I'm like, okay, you know, I got a lot of stuff going on. I'll get back to it. But when I actually got a chance to sit down and give Impressive that time of day and just listen to his stuff for like a straight hour, it was like, man, I got to link up with dude. I got to get some of his stuff on my track. Be on the lookout for that one.
I think it's real important as an artist, you know, to have a relationship with a producer, maybe even a couple producers, but have at least that one producer that you rock with heavy, because they know what your style is, they know what your sound is like. And if they're a really good producer, they're going to pull stuff out of you that you didn't know you could do.
Exactly.
They're going to send you a beat that you may have normally not give a second listen to, and you're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to smash.
I'm ready to go hard on that one. You know, I mean, just like when I was talking to I Am Shorty Fresh, your one of your artists that you manage. He recorded one of my tracks, and you know, he was just explaining to me, like, in this industry you gonna go through so many different things and you're not even gonna know what to do, but if you know you stick with that mindset and you keep going with what you're going with, it's bound to happen for you.
It's the truth. Absolutely.
It's bound to happen for you. He saw a lot of passion and drive that when I was recording with him, and you know he felt like it was something that was very marketable that could possibly hit the mainstream.
Shout out to Shawty Fresh.
So yeah,
that's my dude. Alright, so we're going to check out the record. Before we get into it though, I need you to do a couple things.
Okay.
One, if you have anybody that might be listening that you want to give a shout out to, and also let all of our listeners know where they can find you and follow you on your social media.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to give a shout out first and foremost to God, because without him, you know, none of this is possible. You know, he's always making ways for us to provide and continue to follow our dreams. Shout out to Tampa Mystic, my guy DJ Such and Such, the whole GRYND season. You know, I wanna give a shout out to my cadettos, my fans, you know, my family, everybody that's listening right now. Just anybody that has love for Ashley J, I love y'all too. So if you tuned in right now, stay tuned in, keep it locked. We got Money on My Mind, produced by Impressive Beats, coming up next.
That's what I'm talking about. Where is this single available for anybody else that's listening in?
You can also get the single on all the digital stores. You can get it on My Mixtapes, iTunes, Apple, like I said, all the digital stores. You can follow me on Instagram, TheRealAshleyJ. Everything TheRealAshleyJ. Y'all look me up, Google me, baby.
That's what I'm talking about. My girl Ashley J is in the building.
That's it.
Oh, let me reach over here. I'm getting a little old. You can also find her in issue 29 of the GRYND report. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate that too. You know what I'm saying? We definitely appreciate that as well. I'm sorry, I'm talking 29 because we're about to release 29, issue 28 of the GRYND report. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely appreciate you being a part of that.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely thankful for the opportunity to be in that issue right now.
Yeah. So go ahead and introduce the record. We're gonna check it out.
Yo, what up? It's your girl Ashley J. We tuned in right here on How Unique Radio. Most industries want it. Get into it. Money on My Mind, produced by Impressive Beats. It's heat. Let's get it.
I'm gon' flex. It's going down. I'm up next. Shit is money on my mind. Better get with the dollar in the
Yo, what up? It's your girl Ashley J. Tuned in right here on Industry's Most Wanted with my girl Tampa Mystic and DJ Such and Such. We just broke that record, Money on My Mind, produced by Impressive Beats. If y'all ain't heard it, go to all the digital mixtape stores and y'all can check it out. You also don't forget to check out the GRYND Report, issue 28, page 5. Your girl, The Real Ashley J, is all in the mix. So y'all stay tuned and keep it locked, and don't y'all go nowhere. I'm up next. You digs?